What's going on, guys? I'm Alan and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Worship Online, which if you haven't heard of that, it's a membership website that posts tutorials for electric guitar, acoustic guitar, bass, keys, vocals, and also drums. I've actually been a Worship Online member for a long time, I think almost 5 years now, or maybe even a little bit more. And I've used it to help prepare for church many times over the years. We're going to talk about the features, the pricing, and then also just some of my personal thoughts as kind of a long-time member to this service. This video is not sponsored, so it's just completely my own opinion. I've actually wanted to make this video for a long time now, several years, just haven't had a chance to do it, so we're going to knock it out today. I do have a link down in the description where you guys can sign up if you're interested. It is an affiliate link, so I will get a bit of a kickback from that, but you'll also save 10% off whenever you sign up through that link. Let's go ahead and get started with the review. First, I want to talk about the electric guitar tutorials, and I'm not going to use any sound from their website just because I don't want to get into any copyright issues. I'm using their recordings and stuff, but I will go ahead and show you just a little bit of what their website looks like, just some screenshots and footage, stuff like that. So for the electric guitar tutorials, there are a few options. You can either watch and listen to the song being played in real time, or you can watch like an in-depth lesson video, a tutorial. And their videos are in HD, so they're really good quality, nice and clear. You don't have any problems seeing what they're playing. One of my biggest complaints that I used to have was that they didn't put the tabs to the songs in the video. They just kind of had them separate, so you had to like click on the video, go back and forth between the video and the tab. But they've recently made an update where they actually now play the tabs right in the video, kind of embedded within it, and it plays along in real time, which is really, really helpful. So I don't have that complaint anymore. They fixed that issue. That was my biggest thing. They do provide tabs and chord charts for each one of the songs as well. Their tabs used to be really inaccurate, very kind of inconsistent, but since they started embedding them in the video, they've actually been way better. I don't know if it's a different person making them or just kind of a different software that they're using or something, but now they are a lot better, so I don't have any problems with that. Overall, the electric guitar tutorials are very good. Let's talk about the acoustic tutorials, and they basically work the same way. You can either watch an in-depth lesson video or you can watch a playthrough. The only catch here is that they don't always post lesson videos over these. It kind of just depends on how hard the song is. Some like really basic songs that are maybe just 3 or 4 chords and just some strumming, they don't always do lessons over those, which, I can understand that because sometimes it's just not complicated, but it might be nice if they always posted a lesson video just in case you're a beginner and you do need help, even just kind of playing a song that is 3 or 4 chords. They also provide chord charts to accompany these lessons as well. Overall, they're pretty good videos. Like I said, just mostly playthroughs more so than lessons. But that's really it for the acoustic guitar videos. They also have drum tutorials on the website. Now, I'm not a drummer, so I don't know how much my opinion really matters on this part of it, but I'll go ahead and give it anyway. Basically, the lessons work the same way. You can either watch an in-depth lesson video, or you can just kind of watch them play through the song. They do give good camera angles. You get like a nice overhead camera view of the entire drum set, and you also get a view of the bass drum. So I think you can see what's going on pretty well there. They seem to be good as far as I can tell, and they do hire really good drummers for this. I mean, you can tell they definitely know what they're doing, even just by listening to it and not knowing a ton about drumming. I actually want to learn drums one day, so if I ever do, I will probably use their drum videos to kind of help me out. That's really all I'm going to say about that since I'm not an expert in that area. They also have keyboard tutorials, and I think this is really one of the website's strengths. The keyboard player that they've hired is extremely good. Again, you can watch playthroughs or in-depth lessons. Each one of these also comes with a chord chart. It would be nice if they included some sheet music on some of the more difficult chords. I can understand why they don't, because it costs more in licensing to use like official sheet music than it does to just use a chord chart. It's a little more expensive. But anyway, it would be kind of nice if they did include that every once in a while. Maybe an addition they can make later on. All the keys tutorials are very accurate. He usually plays them, pretty much exactly like the recording. And then the teacher also goes over, what sounds he's using and everything, and sometimes kind of even tells like how he created them and stuff. Each video has a little light up keys at the top, which is really helpful, and also kind of shows the chords throughout the video, kind of similar to how mine are. So that being said, all the keys tutorials are really good. They have vocal tutorials on the website as well. These tutorials are basically just run-throughs of the song with kind of different voice parts isolated so they're easier to hear. They aren't anything too fancy, but I really think they're probably all a singer needs to really be able to learn them. I don't really think the in-depth lessons on voice parts are too necessary for the majority of people. Just kind of being able to hear the parts and then sort of, repeat it back is mostly what you need. I would say they're really helpful, especially if you're singing harmony, just being able to hear those harmony parts kind of isolated by themselves. That's all I'll say about the vocal tutorials. Again, I'm not an expert in that area. Now let's talk about some of the extra features of Worship Online. You can access it through just like a web browser, or you can download their app that they have on iPhone or iPad. So you can use it kind of in those three different ways. It also has some pretty cool like little bonus features. You can use it for scheduling and creating set lists for your team, kind of similar to Planning Center. And then there's also a patch store where you can purchase patches, and they have multi-tracks, vocal tracks, premium patches, and then main stage passes. These are all kind of add-ons, so you kind of have to pay for each individual patch that you download, but they are really high quality, and if you don't want to waste time kind of dialing in your tone for each song and just want to be able to purchase it and then just have it to use right away, I think that's a really great time saver and a really cool kind of extra resource that they've added. And sometimes creating just the right tone is really tough, so if someone's already done that work for you, it's pretty awesome. So that's really all the extra features. They also have a blog and a podcast where they talk about topics kind of around worship music, everything from becoming a better worship leader to what type of gear you should be using or what's popular right now. It's a pretty nice addition. I think shows how well-rounded the website is. It also shows that they care about the heart that is going into the worship music, not just the instrument parts, and I really respect that. Now let's talk about the pricing, which I know you guys are all curious about. So they have kind of two different models. You can either do a monthly plan or an annual plan. Let's go over the monthly first. So with the monthly plan, you can do $15 a month if you're just one person getting this membership by yourself. If you have a small team up to 5 members, you can get this for $32 a month. If you have a medium-sized team up to 10 members, it is $52 a month. A large team up to 20 people, so that'd be a pretty good-sized church at that point, $82 a month. And then a really large team up to 35 people. I don't know anyone with a team that big, but that would be cool. It's $120 a month. So yeah, those are all the monthly plans. And let's go ahead and look at the annual plans. So you can save 25% by just paying one time a year. If you're doing a solo membership, it is $11 a month. The annual is, for the small team, it is $24 a month for up to 5 people. The medium team up to $39 a month. The large team of $61 a month. And then annually for the extra large team is $90 a month. So I think whenever you take into consideration everything that they're doing, all these different instrument parts, they're posting anywhere from 1 to 2 times a week. So you'll get, tutorials for 1 or 2 new songs every single week. And they already have a library of like 450 of the most popular worship songs out right now. Anytime there's like a new worship song that comes out, it does take them a little bit of time to get to it, but I think it's pretty reasonable. It's not like, it's not like 2 or 3 months after. It's usually maybe like a month after or something like that after a really popular worship song comes out. So they're pretty well on top of it. So yeah, I think considering all of that, I think it's really a fair price, whether you're an individual or a worship team kind of looking for an extra resource to help you out. I think it's a pretty good value at that point. Yeah, so the pricing's not too bad. If you can't tell by now, I do really like Worship Online. Even though we're sort of in the same niche, we're, sort of competitors, but at the end of the day, we're all aiming for the same goal as far as, trying to help people be prepared for worship on Sundays. And they do a really good job. I've been very happy with their service over the past 5 years, and they're doing a lot of stuff that I don't do here on the channel, as far as, tutorials for other instruments like bass, vocals, drums. I don't do any of those things. So they're able to reach a lot of people. I'm just one guy. I have another full-time job and another part-time job in addition to YouTube. So, it's kind of hard for me to post as often as they do, at least right now. So I am happy to tell you guys about them because they do have a high quality product and, they do a good job. And at the end of the day, our goal is the same. It's not about glorifying us, but about glorifying God, and they do a really good job of that. So if you do want to sign up again, you can use the link below and save 10% whenever you use the code 10FOR MY FRIENDS. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.